Mario Lopez.
What's up, y'all? Mario Lopez. Joining me now on Zoom from the Fox sitcom Call Me Kat, actor Leslie Jordan. Welcome back, Leslie. How have you been since we last danced and saw each other?
Well, after the dance, I was so worn out. I took a month or two off. No. I we have been having so much fun. You know, the first season of our show, you learn the characters and you meet this one and that one and everything. And now our second season, we're into situation comedy at its finest. So they're giving us these amazingly funny situations. And we're having just a blast. It's a really good show. And trust me, I've been around the block so many times I'm dizzy. I've done some stinkers over the years. I know good and I know bad.
Yeah, you can appreciate it. That show, of course, is called Call Me Kat. Congratulations again on season 2. Do we learn more about your character this season? What's going on with Carter?
Well, Carter is the that's what's his name? That's Julian. Julian Gant plays Carter. I play Phil. Poor old Phil.
I like Phil.
Everybody loves Phil. He's just in his own little world. I was thinking the other day, I thought this is so easy. And I think it's because this is the closest to Leslie Jordan I've ever played. So I'm just kind of, doing little Leslie Jordan. And that's what you get with Phil. Whatever you get with me, there's not a lot of acting here. It's just being. And Phil, they whispered to me yesterday, he may get into a relationship. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord.
Look at that. I like
that. With Nurse Nelson, who's been introduced. I don't know. But they said we may even give you an on-screen gay kiss. I said, oh Lord.
Look at you go, Leslie. Well, if the character is anything like Leslie Jordan, then he's a very likable character. The season 2 premiered a little Blossom reunion too, huh?
That was so much fun. That really caught me off guard because I was sitting there and, you see all the guest people for the week and we're doing our first table read. And I thought, that's Joey Lawrence. And he's held up nicely. He looked very good. Like you, Mario, he's held up. Oh, he's held up good,
Thank you, Leslie.
And he, and then the other two, Jenna and Michael. And I thought that is such a great idea because they show up, they're going to a convention. Our show takes place in Louisville and they're going to like a 80s convention or 90s convention, whenever that show was on the air. And of course, Maya, as her character, says, I love that show. Whatever happened to the girl with the flowered hat? And they go, oh, she got on drugs. We think she died or something.
Oh.
Dismissed her.
I like that. Dark comedy. Very nice. Hey, Leslie, you put out a country gospel album this last spring, huh? What was the inspiration for that?
I have this good friend named Travis Howard and another good friend in Nashville named Danny Myrick. And we used to get together on Sundays and we would do hymns. We all grew up in the Baptist church and we've all taken sort of different paths, either away from the church or back into the church and this and that. And we would sing these hymns. And this is the fabric of my childhood. I mean, we went to church every time the doors opened. I've been baptized 14 times.
Wow.
And we dunked.
All those sins.
We dunked. But, I had a little secret. And so every time the preacher would say, when the lost sinner come forward, I'd think, oh boy, I don't want to, end up in the fiery depths of hell. So I'd run forward. Preacher would say, I believe I baptized you this summer. I said, well, it didn't take. I need a good one.
I like it. I can respect it. You keep going back.
But anyway, we started singing these old hymns. I can go forever. We started singing these old hymns and we just decided to put an album together and we made a list of who we would like to sing these hymns with for me. And every one of them said yes. Dolly Parton.
Unbelievable.
Eddie Vedder. Can you imagine? I went over to Hawaii and recorded a hymn with Eddie Vedder. I just had to sit there going, that's Eddie Vedder. Hi, Eddie. Yeah,
Right.
it's Eddie Vedder right there.
Yep.
And oh, we had everybody, Tanya Tucker and Chris Stapleton. Well,
I'm
that was a big one.
You have an all-star cast right there. That's a credit to you and your likability. Congrats on that, man. Do you do any live shows?
We're thinking about it because we did one. We put together a wonderful show at the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville, Tennessee, which that's the mother church. I mean that's where country music began, and it was such a wonderful evening. And they sold it completely out. I don't know how many it holds, but it's big.
Look at
Great
that.
big, great big theater. And we did, and so now we're putting together a little tour of it, sometime during my hiatus. So yeah, we had in the live show, we had the Chris Stapleton, we had everybody.
That's so cool. I love that you're killing it with the TV show and the singing, and it's fantastic. And one last question before I let you go here, Leslie. I know you were buddies with Betty White. Do you have a favorite story working with her? I was honored to work with her a couple of times too. She was a
I
special.
have so many. I think my favorite one is we would finish for the day, and Betty would always say, she'd walk over to me and look at me right in the eyes. She'd say, "You go straight home."
As opposed to?
As opposed to go drinking or hook up or whatever. I don't know what it meant. It meant, but you know what it meant? I know, no matter what I had planned, I'm like, oh, I better go. But I love that because that really meant just take care of yourself.
Of course.
Go home and don't mess around because I will see you tomorrow. And
I think she saw the devil in you. That's why she didn't want you wilding out, messing up the show.
Yeah, her too.
Exactly. Well, listen, Leslie, it's always great catching up with you. Again, the show is called Call Me Kat, Thursdays on Fox. Thanks so much for hanging out today, Leslie. Nice catching up, buddy.
Okay. Always. I'm always available. Circling the block.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Hey, you go straight home.
I will.
On with Mario Lopez.